good, bro?
You know what it is, man. It's Hip Hop Saturday, brother. You know what I'm saying? All right, watch. Let's get ahead, man. Pusha T, my brother. It's almost dry, man. Last time we saw Pusha, we did the Daytona project. We reviewed, obviously. Is Daytona still in your rotation or not?
No, that's albums from that's a long time ago, man. No.
What does that mean? It's a long time ago.
Dog, it's not in my rotation no more. Daytona
90s.
is not in my rotation. Not in my rotation.
It's still in my rotation, though, King. I ain't gonna hold you though. I ain't mad at you though. But obviously Pusha grabbing Pharrell and Kanye to do production of this though. How you feel about that though?
I mean, those are his producers, man. He's been down with Kanye. Pharrell been producing them since Grinding. So that's as far as I'm concerned, those are his in-house producers.
Good point. Good point. But let's get into this, man. Pusha T is almost dry. First song, Watch Bramerton. Shout out to the battle rapper Av, because he was on Twitter letting everybody know, yo, that's a place in Norfolk, Virginia. Don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? Shout out to my brother Av. Obviously produced by Pharrell. I think the beat is tough. It does give me low key, you know how I feel about hard piano vibes a little bit. I like the tone, how Pusha sets off the album with this particular song. Buying Biggie's, but was writing Tupac-ish. I like the hook also. And the second verse, obviously, because the feds watching them things that we chasing. Talk to me, Watts. Bramerton, first song off the album here is Almost Dry, brother.
Well, one thing I noticed that Pusha was cheating on this album, and I'm going to tell you how he was cheating. Pusha, you was sneaking in 3 verses, but I want to highlight the difference in your 3 verses and the 3 verses Biggie gave us on Ready to Die. There's a difference. You was giving us a quick 6-bar 3 verses, maybe 8-bar 3 verses.
Well, Big was giving us 16 or 24.
Word. So you gave us 3 verses. I highlighted that. I'm glad your man Av told you the significance of the name. For example, if a Brooklyn rapper set off his album and he named it, and the first song was King's Highway, we'd be like, "Oh, word!" Right, you know what I'm saying? So I get that. Ode to Norfolk, Virginia. I don't think this was a good way to start off the album.
You don't think so?
No, not to set off the album, because the one thing about an album is when you set it off, you want to be immediately you want to be grabbed. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that it was informed to us that this is an area that has significance to people in Norfolk. So,
and I think people, like you said about the third verse, it was sad watching Dude and Vlad interviews. Really, it's about me, channel it through. That's when Tony G was on Vlad TV doing an interview about the clips and trying to expose them. You know how that go, Watch. Niggas break up. Now I want to expose this nigga and all this other thing like that. But to what you said, so you're saying for you, you didn't like this song to set up the album, you felt?
Yeah.
I did, though. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not mad at you. Next song, Watch. Let the Smokers Shine the Coops, produced by Pharrell. I think the beat is solid. Pusha goes into cocaine. Dr. Seuss talk for Pusha, Watts. I felt the hook dominated the song more than the actual bars itself. Don't brag bricks to me if they ain't telling you to bring your skis. 2 solid verses for Pusha. The song is okay to me, brother. I like Bramerton.
So now this is the song that I felt should have set off the album.
Okay, I like Bramerton more though. But yeah.
So this song to me has a heavy boom bap feel. I like the hook. This is the song you put in the whip and you play it and you get that feel to it. You know what I'm saying? So this is the way I would say, yo, now this should have set the album off, would have been crazy. It got a heavy boom bap feel, and it's one of the better songs on this album.
So you like this one in Bramerton, right?
100%. Remember, you got to understand something. I'm not from there in Norfolk, so I will never understand that significance.
I like the next song, Dreaming of the Past, more than the last song, though, than Let the Smoke Shine. produced by Kanye. You know I'm a sucker for the soul samples. He sampled the John Lennon voice. That was dope to me. This is one of my favorite songs on here, is Dreaming of the Past, produced by Kanye, man. I thought Ye handled his business with the production and Pusha did his thing with the raps. Now, for me, Watts, I don't know how you feel, I felt a lot of times listening to Pusha, I end up liking his second verses for whatever reason compared to the first verses, right? So the second verse on here I liked a lot. He spoke about the award shows. It's the only way you chicks can rob me. He's talking about Cardi B at the awards and everything. You got Ye on the hook. There's window stickers and window lickers. We get 3 verses from Push. Still I climb, Rockstar, Third Eye Blind. I was bored by the album, so it got to be my time. Talk to me, Watts. Dreaming of the Past.
Are you not going to talk about Kanye's verse?
Like Ye's verse.
Okay, so this year Kanye has given verses to Game,
right,
and he's given verses to Fabio Foreign.
Mm-hmm.
Out of the Kanye verses you've heard, where does this Kanye verse rank?
Wow. Out of all those verses, I'll probably go with this one first for now.
Okay. This verse was a nothing verse from Kanye. This was nowhere near compared to the verse he gave Fabio on City of God. Not even close. And then the verse he gave Game was fire. So the way he just punched in this verse, I could hear it, and the verse did nothing for me. Pusha T, once again, 3 quick verses where he's sliding in these 3 verses, but giving you a little bit of bars.
So you want more 16s or 24s from him on the verses?
I want what Pusha T knows to give us. Don't cheat us because you want to incorporate modern hip hop. You don't have to do that. You can actually rap. And you cheating us with these 3 verses where you barely rapping. And that's what you're doing on this. And no one can dispute this verse he got from Kanye. I don't even know if I can consider it a verse.
I don't think Kanye verses have been crazy though. All the Fabio. I don't think the verses was crazy. They're solid.
I thought his verse on City of God with Fabio was crazy. What? I thought his verse with Game was crazy. Not this. He wasn't even rapping.
But then you asked me about the verse though, because that's what I'm saying. I'm prisoner of the moment if I'm going to go there, because this is more fresher though. But I don't think Kanye verses. Well, I do like the Fabio joint though. I'm not gonna lie to you, but that's a different story. So, what do you feel about the overall song itself, minus your harp about the Ye verse?
It's an okay song.
I like this more than the other song, or the Coops joint though. I ain't gonna hold you. Next song, brother, Neck and Wrist, featuring Pusha T, Hove, produced by Pharrell. I know Twitter was going crazy for this song for probably 28 hours when this song dropped. The beat is I don't think it's crazy. Pusha flow gave me Mace vibes a little bit. Pusha making fun of guys who talk about their watches. That was the premise of this song on both their verses. Cardi, Bust Down, Just Not My Thing. Jay-Z comes in at JKI verse. I'm not going crazy about whole verse. People know how I feel about that already. Talk to me, brother.
I'm going to attack people who listen to Jay-Z. I'm not convinced they knew what Jay-Z was talking about when he said, I wouldn't listen to Reason either. I'm really confident that I don't believe that when he said that people even knew what he meant. That's why you saw on social media, everybody had to break it down and say, oh, he's responding to Face on Love. And everybody had to write think pieces to make sure everybody understood what he meant when he said, I wouldn't listen to Reason either. By the way, to the slow people, he was talking about Reasonable Doubt, Jay-Z's first album. That's what he was alluding to. Jay-Z also has another thing in the verse where he says, everybody says on social media, where would Jay be if Big was alive? Jay not knowing how to answer that by saying, I'd still be the #1 rapper. Instead of saying that, he just says, I'd be on the commission.
He's damn if you don't. People like you. He's damn if you do, damn if you don't. Hope is damn.
No, it's not a damn if we do, damn if we don't. It's someone who listens to lyricists and listens to MCing. And you can't just say stuff without me listening to it and knowing what you're talking about. Jay-Z talks to people who are not knowledgeable about hip-hop. So when he says this stuff,
go ahead.
So when he says these verses, it's to people not knowledgeable about hip-hop. That's his audience. His audience are people who do not know his discography. But I will say this song.
Let me pick up what you said though. This is why I took Cole's verse when he says they'd be like, if Big was alive, Hov wouldn't be in this position. If Big was survived, y'all would have got the commission. I want to make sure we highlight that because I feel like I felt for years that people are trying to play divide and conquer between Big and Hov.
No.
You can disagree with me. I'm bringing my opinion. That's all. And I feel Hov has felt that, yo, I'm never going to say I'm better than B.I. I know how people feel about Big. That's my brother. I'm keeping his name alive. Besides the Locks, who else, hip-hop wise, keeps Big name alive? Hov. Again.
So far on this album, Pusha T has used the highest profile features that you could get. You have Kanye West, who's the highest profile artist. You have Jay-Z, who is one of the highest profile artists. So I think one of the things that he's doing on this album is trying to maintain the biggest icons in the culture of hip hop. And then he also wanted to balance it and try to put in modern people to connect with today's generation. And I think that's what he was doing on this album. Okay.
Track 5 Watts, Just So You Remember, produced by Ye, another brother named FNZ Watts, another brother named Books, the Beast. 3 people on this beat right here. The hook is solid. Pusha, you seen you rappers apply for the stimulus, living a lie but die for your images. A lot of big boy talk from Pusha. The purists know we selling white privilege, designer drugs, we turn niggas limitless, designer clothes, these hoes losing innocence. 3 verses from Pusha. Watts, talk to me, man.
I actually like when Pusha's just by himself rapping.
Dolo?
I mean, I think that's my favorite version of Pusha.
Okay.
Because I feel when he gets other people on it, he's trying to do something else that I'm not sure what he's trying to do.
All right.
But I like Just So You Remember. And like you said, 3 verses, 3 short verses again. I'm telling you, Pusha, I'm not buying this 3 verses stuff because they're very, very short. You know what I'm saying? That works for today's generation. That don't work for me, man. Anyway, one of the things he said that I like, I thought his second verse was the best. He said, just so you remember who you dealing with, his Pyrex talk, but I'm a ventriloquist. Language different, I'm damn near immigrant. A song with any of you niggas, I'm disinterested. So I like the way he has said that.
You said second verse, right?
Yeah.
I agree with you. That's what I'm saying to you a second ago. It seemed to me, for me, I like a lot of Pusha's second verses, and it's funny you like his second verse.
Yeah, so his second verse is the one that stood out to me. But on this album, my favorite songs are his solo songs.
What do you think about his plug talk, drug talk? Is it standing out? Is it hitting you?
No, and it's not hitting you either. It's not hitting you either.
It's not hitting me at all, brother.
No, I know. And you know why 3? You know why 3?
Talk to me, King.
Because there's a new king of the plug talk. There's actually 2 guys we know right now who do plug talk better than Pusha in 2022. But they've been doing plug talk better than Pusha since 2018.
Is it the brother that you and I said that Pusha T, who we talking about right now, him and his other rappers should connect, that you and I were pushing that agenda, hard body for a whole year, King?
Yes.
You go to Buffalo then, basically. You go to Buffalo.
Let me just say, upstate New York has better plug talk than Pusha in 2022. And I'll give it to them. We've listened to since Daytona. Daytona.
Yes, sir.
Benny's whole career has flourished since Daytona. Mm-hmm. Benny's plug talk, it sounds better. It sounds more creative. It sounds more creative than Pusha's plug talk. And let's say this, Special's plug talk is better than his too. Special's 38 Special plug talk sound better than Pusha's.
I'm gonna back you up on this. I got right now, Stove God also, right now, presently, I'm gonna throw Stove God with the 2 brothers you just said also, King. I'm going and wait for it, Watts. Since you brought up Daytona, I know we're not finished with the review, King. I like Daytona more than this. You say what?
I agree with you. I agree with you.
I mean, when he's saying the cane and sugar and cut by Dominicans, open the boxes like 10 Christmases, my folks in the boxes, like, I'm not getting a jazz face though, wise. I ain't gonna
Didn't hit me, man.
I'm not getting that, B. This ain't Drug Dealers Anonymous.
And the thing about Pusha is, you know, people like, oh, Pusha, you just talk about drug talk. But he's talked about it in an iller way before. Like this, the way he's describing and talking at this time, it don't hit.
Hey, like, remember B Magic back in the day, battle rap?
Yo, hold up. That's Clips all the time. Clips when he battling somebody. Clips is constantly.
You know what I mean? So, all right, watch. Let me ask you a question before we proceed, brother. 5 songs in, where you at with it? With 5 songs into the project.
I think it's a safe project. 5 songs in. I think it's safe. I think it's safe. I think it's standard. I don't think there's anything wowing. You notice me, you have not said anything about Source, Verse of the Year. We haven't, like, we're not giving it any of the stuff we give to albums. Like, think about it. On our reviews this year, we go deep into introspection. We go deep into Verse of the Year. Like, none of that is coming through compared to what we've been listening to this year.
Right. All right, Watch. I'm gonna keep it moving, man. Next song, Diet Coke, produced by Kanye West and 88 Keys. Obviously, Watch, we get the Fat Joe sample, right? The Fat Joe, yesterday's price is not today's price talk. I know this song was out for a couple of months ago. I always thought when he dropped the song at the time, I thought it was alright. You know what I mean? Getting off the boat talk, Snow White talk. The Biggie homage in the second verse. I do like the Flavor in Your Ear video kind of feel treatment they gave to this song. This ain't a standout song for me. I'm not a big fan of the Diet Coke song. You say what?
Diet Coke sets off using the signature phrase from Fat Joe, yesterday's price is not today's price. To me, that's gimmicky. Because that's what Fat Joe's making popular. So I notice a lot of people are like saying it, trying to incorporate it. And that to me is going to make it sound dated. You know, once that whole yesterday's price is not today's price, because, you know, he's saying that because of the verses, but, you know, what did you think about when he said on Diet Coke, young G's like we Hove and Puff? What was your thoughts on that?
It's funny because you and I did a episode on Puff's album, right? My favorite song on No Way Out. Let's be clear on that. But we did a segment on that. But obviously, when I hear that, I think about Biggie and Hove. Sorry, Puff. I only care about Biggie and Hove. You know what I'm saying? Pardon me, y'all. The great Bob Marley. Okay.
By the way, to people who don't know, that's a Jay-Z line. 3 just quoted a Jay-Z line. Okay. He didn't quote Biggie's line. He quoted Jay-Z. They paid homage to the Bad Boy videos. Kanye is in the video. This is funny because when you hear this song, Kanye's in the video, but he's not on the song.
He's Puff, I guess.
I mean, they're paying homage. So it's a song. It's a song that's paying homage. And I will ask you this. It's a song that's paying homage. So it's verse of the month?
No.
Okay, boom. Now my next question. Have we gotten a Source verse of the month yet? When me and you did Daytona, we went crazy over the song. We dissected the lyrics.
The vibes is different though. We did Daytona though, Watts. The vibes is different though. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And all people say, oh, the album just came out. I'm like, fam.
Hold on. When I first heard Infrared, it hit me immediately. Immediately.
The hard piano, all that shit hit me from jump out the door. What would Meek do? I even like what would Meek do? You know what I mean?
Ooh, that's my joint. See, you making me want to be like. You know?
That's what I'm saying. I like Daytona more than this. Watch track 7, man. Rock and Roll featuring Kid Cudi, produced by Kanye and Pharrell together. Watch. Rosenberg, what's good? I like the beat though. I ain't gonna hold you though. It did give me Heatmaker vibes though. and everything. Remember, I say I like the beat, Watts. Just the beat. Let's focus on the beat. Like the beat. I was never a Kid Cudi guy. All due respect to Kid Cudi fans. I know he got a big fan base. I just was never into Kid Cudi. That's not for me. I thought Pusha verse was actually tough, though. I like Pusha laid back, smooth flow on his joint. Pusha's second verse, again, Watts. I like the man's second verse a lot. I've been getting at these coins as I'm breaking down a brick. Made the jump to each level. Super Mario exists. All the spoons that was bent, all the fumes to the vent. I like that talk. This song is aight. This song did not even make my playlist. Let me just be clear on that. Okay.
This song ain't it at all.
I like the beat. Wait.
Okay. Like you said, this song is not going to make your playlist, right? Song's not going to make my playlist. What you thought about the Kid Cudi hook?
I'm straight. It did nothing for me.
Did nothing for me.
Go keep Archie Boko up again, brother. You know what I mean?
So, yo, dogs, this song did nothing for me. That's it. That's all I got for this song.
That's all you got, King?
Yeah, you tried to dress it up. You tried to dress it up, King. Just nothing to dress up. Once you said this song don't make my playlist, that's you said everything that needed to be said about this song.
I just ain't like this song, brother. Now what?
I didn't either.
All right, so what? Let me backtrack with you right quick, King. So if I go back to track 5, I'm going back to track 5. So Just Remember. You like Just Remember, right?
Yes.
Diet Coke. I don't like Diet Coke like that.
Diet Coke is okay for the moment.
So 5, 6, and 7 and rock and roll with Cudi, I ain't going too crazy over that, brother.
When we get to the end, and we give our overall mics, I'm going to give a realistic reason why it's not hitting. Because people know when we do our reviews, we always talk about press the rewind button, source verse of the month. We always talk about that. None of that. We're going through every song. We've heard it. Pusha, you giving us 3 verses too. So where are these verses that are like, yo, did you hear what he said? The wordplay. We're not saying that.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling that though. Other joint, my dude, Call My Bluff, produced by Pharrell. What's up with this Slick Rick flow by Pusha on this joint though, my brother? He was on some real Slick Rick. I don't know if he was listening to the Great Adventures of Slick Rick before he did this song, King. The switch up style and the flow from King Push. Second verse again stood out to me. Sometimes I wish my fan base was more like J. Cole's, but Dope Boys got to be the main like they know. How many more car factions must get exposed? Imaginary shipments, fictitious payloads. Talk to me, Watts. Call my bluff.
You know what I didn't like about it? I couldn't pinpoint who he was paying homage to with the flow and delivery until you said it was Slick Rick. But see, I couldn't, because I'm just like, why are you being somebody else? Because at first I'm like, is he trying to be Mace again? Because remember he did Mace on the first album.
Right. So hold on. So can we say Mace, Slick Rick, Mace?
So that's the thing, and that bothered me because I was like, yo, who are you paying? Like I don't have a problem with paying homage to a flow,
right?
But I was like, dogs, this ain't.
Is it all right? Let me ask you a question, Watts. Is it different because Pusha switch up this flow a little bit on here?
See, I'm not saying switch up the flow, dog. You were paying homage to flows that ain't yours, and it wasn't really hitting.
So you
that's
right.
what.
Are you mad at if I say he gave me Slick Rick vibes, you don't give him no kudos on that? For paying homage in a sense?
So the thing is, how I looked at it was like, because this ain't the first song he did that on.
Right.
He did that on a song with Jay-Z.
Right. Makes vibes on that.
So I'm just like, why are you rapping in other personalities and not yours? You're an ill MC. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Clearly, you pay homage to Big a lot. You made that clear with some of your rhymes. Fine. And you do justice to that. But when you're going into Mace and Slick Rick and other people, it ain't hitting me right.
As dope as Pusha is with the drug talk, the son got a better song than 10 Crack Commandments, though.
Wait. Does who got a better song than 10 Crack Commandments?
I'm saying that because Big for whatever reason, you don't really equate big when they do to the drug talk. You give that to niggas say Benny, niggas say Jeezy, Pusha, right? But I don't think Pusha T, as dopey as he is, making drug references, he didn't give us a step-by-step booklet for us to get. He didn't give us that, in my opinion. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Not even close, man. Not even close.
So,
not even close.
So where you ever call my bluff, King? My bad. Let me get you on record. Part of yourself.
That's not my cup of tea.
That's cup of tea. All right, got you. All right, brother. Scrape it off. Christ. Let me get my balls off. Why don't do that? All right, watch. Scrape it off featuring Lil Uzi, and Don Toliver, produced by Pharrell. All right. The beat is okay by Pharrell, right? I can see the younger generation. Let me emphasize and put it in subtitles. What up, Surf? Put it in subtitles for y'all right quick and slow it down. What up, Con? The younger generation, in my opinion, is going to gravitate to this. My 40-year-old life-ass, old-ass nigga is not going to gravitate to this song. This does nothing to me. Listen, I know Lil Uzi's big, but I was never Uzi guy. He's just not for me. Pusha verse was cool. This song did not make my playlist. Let me say it again. And the hook dominates this song. The floor is short spots.
Okay.
Pass the mic.
Okay. Actually, I want to pass the mic back to you because I don't know exactly what you want me to say about this song. So this is what I will say about the song.
Okay. Right.
You remember when we reviewed Meek Mill's album and Meek Mill got a song with Lil Uzi Vert?
Yes.
Okay. I actually like that one better than this one.
Right.
Yes. Okay. I don't even think
much to watch. To be fair, okay.
Wait, I don't even think this is. You got to tell me. You know what I would like to talk to Pusha. Pusha, you got Jay-Z, you got Kanye, so you can get any rapper on earth to get on a song with you.
The right rappers though, just because you got the big names. Listen, I'm Jay, my favorite rapper, but Jay don't gotta be on here. I think I would have been good with Benny on here. I'd have been good with Stove God on here.
You know why? You know why? Because we got to find out who's the king of this drug talk. And you remember when Hellrell was running around talking about who's the hardest, and then he did the song and put MOP.
It's like you let him get away with that shit.
Wait, tell me.
You let Hellrell get away with that bullshit. Tell my guy Style Speed. That was not cool. But again.
But remember he did the song and he put all the hard dudes on that song to the drug talk, man. This song is a no for me. I did not like Don Toliver's hook. I did not like Lil Uzi's verse. And Pusha T with my boy flow. I don't know what that was about, what you thought you was doing, but I was just like, I can't wait to hear what Three got to say about this song.
I can't rock with this, Watts. So, my brother, I don't know. I gotta, like you said, it is what it is.
So, wait a minute. Let's be clear.
All right.
There's no source verse of the month on this.
Dog.
Okay.
Family, nah.
Okay.
Song Hear Me Clearly featuring Nigo, produced by Kanye. Another song where it's cool, ain't nothing crazy. I know he dropped a video for this, 3 weeks ago. As I listen to this song, I'm like, it's just okay. Gave us clever one-liners here and there. We don't F chicks that F with dudes on TikTok. Okay, you make a TikTok reference, Pusha. Shout out to you. This song is just all right. Tricks, what up?
So, one of the things that I was never speaking about Pusha T's album publicly, but he had songs that were being released already. So we heard Diet Coke, we heard this. So I was saying, man, Pusha's rollout is not hitting me, man, at all. So I wonder how the album's gonna sound. So I said, let me just hold my balls until I get the album and listen to it. Another song, 2 verses, solid verses, nothing too go crazy about.
Even when he go in his drug bag, watch, he says, left my elbow in the pot, a la Vince Carter. That don't really, it ain't do nothing for me. Okay, we get it, Vince Carter, watch, you know about the dunk contest. We know about Vince Carter. You want to see all that.
But you made a great point. With guys like Stove God Cook, Benny, and 38 Special, since Daytona came out, making a name for themselves in drug talk, I want to hear how you sound now in comparison to how they sound. These brothers have like put the lyricism with the ill talk to it.
Yo, dog,
it ain't hitting the same, man.
Talks with Pusha, it ain't doing it for me, Watts. And we on track.
No, not on this album. Wait a minute, not on this album.
Watts, we on track 10, and this shit don't really. And I know we keep highlighting source verse of the month. Me and Watson live off lyrics. We love lyrics, and even the lyrics I'm writing down, them shits ain't really hitting me like that. Okay, you wish you had a fan base like J. Cole. Hov said, you know, I want to rhyme like truth, rhyme like common sense. We've heard shit like that, so it's like, all right, you know what I mean? You left the elbow in the pot like Vince Carter. Okay, next song, Open Air, produced by Pharrell. Now, I like this song though. Open Air, produced by Pharrell. I like the beat. In these 10 crack commandments are Moses. Yeah. See, this is what I'm saying. When you say 10 crack commandments, the first person I think of is Christopher Wallace. Okay. And truthfully speaking, even Benny the Butcher, with all due respect to Benny, when you're doing a song like 10 Crack Commandments over, you got to take your time, because none of you niggas are ever going to touch Biggie's song. None of you niggas are never, no matter how you try to do that shit, it's cool. But, you know, 2 solid verses while selling cocaine in the open air. The boats is there, the notes is there, the ropes is there. All right. That's the mic, man. Yeah.
This is my favorite song on the album.
Okay.
This is my favorite song on the album. Like I said, my favorite songs on this album is Pusha T by himself, with no outside influences, where you might try to get creative and cute and do some other stuff.
Right.
I actually like Open Air. And no, this is not a mid song. This is my favorite song. But then again, a lot of people love this album, so we'll see after we give our review. But I actually like this song. It's my favorite song. And let me tell you a bar he said that meant something to me.
All right.
And I'm going to educate people on the bar. He goes, Jean-Georges reservations, I'm dying to eat. Now, the only reason why that stood out to me is because I walk by that restaurant every day when I'm coming home from work. It's a restaurant in New York City that's in Trump Towers, across the street from Central Park. So I always walk by it. I'm like, oh, that's Jean-Georges. That's this exclusive, expensive restaurant. And I'm like, okay, Pusha, so you letting us know you eat. It's not Mr. Child's, but it's French, high cuisine. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. But like I said, I like this song. I like the production.
It made my playlist. It definitely
made mine too. I like this song. I like the production. I like how Pusha's rapping. And even saying that, my follow-up question to you: any source verse of the month on this?
I could like a song, but you don't have to necessarily have a 5 mic verse or a 4.5 mic verse.
Okay.
I'll be honest.
Except
what?
This might be the first album me and you have reviewed this year where there's no verse of the month on it.
Wow.
This might be the first, because let me tell you what I have not heard you say yet. And you say it on every review we've done this year. 5 mic verse. Have you noticed you have not said that yet?
I don't even think it's a 4.5 mic verse.
So, but see, that's the point I'm trying to make. Even with albums, there's always a verse where you're like,
right.
5 mic verse, and you're hyped.
Right.
Still ain't heard one.
No. Last joint watch, I Pray For You, produced by Kanye, featuring the brother Labrinth, and Malice. Malice come back outside, watch. Clips uniting, brothers united back together. Pusha was recently watched on the Breakfast Club, he told a story about how, you know, he's been trying to get his brother to do music for a while. His brother kind of been shunning him a little bit. I guess for the Clips heads like ourselves, nostalgic feels. He and Malice rap together, man. Pusha sets it off. I thought he had a dope verse. Malice verse was actually dope. I like Malice verse, man. Trying to milk a game that's only 2%. X told you hell is hot. I told you repent. And I feel when you hear a joint like this, the first thing people are gonna say, can we get a Clips album? But the song is alright. It made my playlist. Go ahead.
Okay, so I agree with you. I actually like this song. I think the song is dope. I like hearing the Clips together. And hearing this song, it made me like, wow, I really forgot how dope it. I really forgot because Pusha T's been solo so long, how his brother's his lyrical equal. You know what I'm saying? You know how people just like, yo, push this. But Malice is bar for bar just as good as his brother. You know what I'm saying? But on this song, Pusha had the better verse. On this song, to me, Pusha had the better verse. I thought he did.
I see you ace the Mike Vick line was hard too, by Malice and stuff like that, man. I'm going ahead, Watts. This project, in my opinion, is 3.5 mic project, brother. At first, I thought it was 4 light, but the more I listen to it again, it's a 3.5 mic project. I do not like this project more than Daytona. I understand Pharrell and Kanye, when they link up, it's supposed to be some ill feeling. You got Kanye, Pharrell, and they're going to make this magic. It's all right. I don't like this more than Daytona. The fact that there's no memorable verses to me is a problem. The production is just all right. You know what I'm saying? These brothers have got bigger names than P.A. Dre and Nicholas Craven and everything like that. But, I mean, them beats ain't just all right. I don't think Pusha T, especially for what he does and what we love him for, I didn't love him for what he does. I didn't love Pusha for what he does and brings to the table that drug talk and that plug talk. And right now, I think Benny's doing it way better than him at a higher clip. So for me, 3.5.
Okay. I agree with you. I'm also giving this 3.5. This is not bad rapping, but it's rapping that does not stand out in 2022. And I want to highlight what I mean by that. When we reviewed The Rise and Fall of Slaughterhouse, the one thing we would do with every song is we would just highlight the lyricism or the ability that these brothers were rapping. When we would review the R.J. Payne albums that he came out with, we would talk about his storytelling or some of the verses where he just left earth. None of that feel was on this Pusha album. Like the feel of in 2022, MCs get busy, MCs tell stories, MCs get introspective, MCs do plug talk. He's not doing it as good as like anybody.
Does Pusha got to tap into more introspective music, or if he can do introspective, can he make introspective plug talk?
Yes.
Tap into that more, because to me he's not tapping into that.
I think what
you're talking about two niggas who are suckers for introspective music, so maybe we're a little bit different, maybe.
No, because if the rapping, like the thing is, wait for it, Watts. Let me tell you how many mics I'm giving this verse. 5 mic verse. You never said that.
No.
You never said that. And that's what I'm saying. This is like the first album we've done with this for this year where we're like,
I see niggas saying 5 mics on Twitter. This is a classic. I'm like, bro, what?
So I'm gonna tell you where I feel he cheated at and what he did. You got the highest profile features anybody could get. It didn't make the rapping better. You got the highest profile production anybody could get. It didn't make the production sound mind-blowing. Let's be real. P.A. Dre's production sounded better than this.
Craven too.
When Ransom's album comes out, we're really gonna have something to gauge it to for 2022. But here's the thing. This is not dissing Pusha T at all. But I will say this. This is Pusha T's worst album ever.
This gave me Plugs That Meant Part 2 vibes.
Oh, that's a great, you know what? I like that.
Because you know what? I love Plugs That Meant Part 1 so much, and this just gave me like I know, Benny, you don't want us to compare. We get it. But the Plugs I Met Part 2, I didn't like that project like that, brother.
No. And Daytona was so crazy because remember when we were talking about Daytona, that was when Kanye was coming out. When we said, look, put it this way, think about this. Pusha T and Nas both got Kanye to produce full albums for them in 2018. And Pusha's album was better than Nas's album by far.
Oh, nobody, listen, as much as you Nasir Jones, you niggas love Nasir, we love King's Disease. Oh, you niggas don't love talking about that Nas and Kanye project. Niggas just duck that straight. They don't even want to talk about that shit. Niggas act like that shit that came and went. No, didn't like that Nas shit. Sorry. The production is not good.
So overall, Pusha, you know, when people do their list and they start giving you and your guest features verse of the month or best verses of half of the year, it ain't coming this way, brother. Compared to the people rapping outside, the level of lyricism you displayed on this album is not up to par to what we've heard. And I know, like you said, Benny don't like comparing. Other rappers don't like comparing. Just enjoy the music. That's not how we do hip hop. Your plug talk right now is not better than Benny's. It's just not.
And Stove Guard, I gotta throw my there. I gotta get.
Yo, of course, throw Stove Guard in there.
I'm throwing Stove Guard,
and you know, and it's nowhere near special. Like I'm being kind because I'm not even jumping into that special talk. It's just better.
What's missing though? So what are we missing? Because I'm seeing people say, "Oh, it's a classic album. This is a tough album." I ain't saying. Listen, I don't think anybody heard me and Watson say this album is whack. We rock with Pusha. We just on some like it just didn't gravitate. When I go watch, I'm like, "How you feel?" I'm like, bro, I don't know. This shit ain't really moving me like this, dogs. It ain't moving me like this.
And I think what people are misunderstanding is they're taking Pusha T's entire 20-year history in hip hop and saying, "How dare you say rappers in 2022 aren't better than Pusha T?"
Totality right now.
We're talking about in 2022.
That's it.
This year,
right?
Pusha's not sitting at the table with the LSMCs based on this album. Based on this album. I'll ask you, you think he displayed iller raps than Crooked Eye on Rise and Fall of Slaughterhouse?
Oh no.
Okay, you think he displayed iller verses?
That's better too.
That's all. Like this ain't even debatable. Like, why are people acting like this is a debate?
What? I really don't think it's a debate. Because I think it hurts niggas' feelings because once again they hold Pusha to that title of that plug talk. So no matter what he says, they're gonna mirror it, put with the other shit he had prior because they love Pusha so much. But nobody's saying Stove God is better than Pusha T. Because Stove God, obviously, he's on the grind right now. Pusha, we've been listening to Pusha for how long? Since Lord willing, right? We know that already. But right now in 2022, when we talk about plug talk and trap talk and all that ish, kitchen talk, y'all niggas love talking shit, Stove God to me is doing it better than Pusha right now.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So that's what.
And wait a minute. Wait. Will you agree that this is the worst Pusha T album?
Yes. Yes.
Now, how is that dissing? That's not dissing him.
You know, niggas. You know the culture is Watts. I don't think it's dissing, but you know how that go. You say something, they take it for, oh, Watson the 3 is dissing the project. They don't rock with Pusha T. Like, fam.
Well, dog, I rock with Pusha T hard body. And now here's the thing. Now, if you rock with Pusha T like I rock with him, I want you guys to tell me the rapping he's doing on this is better than the rapping he did when he was with Re-Up Gang. Re-Up Gang Volume 2.
Oh, no.
That plug talk that he was doing on that album?
It's not even on the same level, my brother. It's not even on the same level. Like,